So welcome back, my dear students, to another part of the simple interest. And here we will move into a new point regarding the simple interest. It is what we call it the equivalent value. So that means what? Equivalent values, by other meaning, means the value of these amounts right now. I will give you the value of the amounts in the future, and I want it right now what it will be now. So as example, can you calculate the equivalent values today? By other meaning, now is the principal. In the future, it's the sum or the mature value in the future. We want to know how to get it from each other. And we had before the relationship. We said that if you want to get the future value will equal P multiplied by 1 plus the rate multiplied by the time. So let's say now I have already gave you the future value. So we want the amounts of these two amounts of money now in this moment. If you know that this amount will be 500, there's two amounts. One amount will equal $500 after 4 months, and another amount will equal $600 after 6 months. So can you get the equivalent of these two amounts now? So what we want to do is just to get this amount right here, now, right here. And we want to get the equivalent value of this amount right here. So we want to get the present value. We have the future value, and we need to calculate the present value for the same amount. For that reason, we have to take it one by one. We have the interest rate is 6%. So let us go and take it one by one from the given data. From that given data, we'll just go and take it one by one. Now, new slide. Okay. In this year now, when we come to take the given data, we'll see this first amount, this amount. So here, the future amount of this is 1 that will equal how much it is, will equal $500. 500. While P1 is unknown. We don't know it. We want to get the P1, the present value. And we have also the rate of interest will equal how much for rate 1? Rate 1 actually is rate 2. It's 1 for both of them. So rate 1 here is how much is 6%. So here we go. Rate 1 is 6%. While we have in the same time, let's enlarge it just a little bit so it will be clear. And let us put this as well here so that we can use all in one line. We have also the time. What about the time or the period of time? The period of time for the first amount is 4 months. We want this. This is, by other meaning, after 4 months, the amount will be 500. So what is the amount now, right now? What is this amount right now? That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. So here, the time t equal 4 months divided by 12, because we said we have to divide the months by 12 to get the annually. Simply now, we set the relationships like this. S, or the future value, will equal P multiplied by 1 plus, then another bracket, the rate, time, the time, multiplied by the time. And this is the bracket, then we'll close with the second bracket. Okay, now I have S is known. What's happening here, I want the equivalent value means the current value or the present value. So what I'm missing here is the present value, like I said before. That's what I'm missing, the present value. This is what I'm missing here. So to calculate the present, so if it is like this, then P will equal P, this P will equal ds, P will equal S backslash this amount. Control and C and divide it here. That's what we want. Since S, let's say since S, this is S, since S equal this amount, then P, here it is, then P will equal, so we have to substitute now in the formula. Substitute in the formula. P, we don't know the present value. We just want the present value. Will equal the S, or the future value, is how much? $500. These are the $500. Control and C. Divided by 1 plus 1 plus the R times the T. So here the R, the rate is 6%. Rate is 6%. Times, here is the times, the T. The T is what? 33%. 0.33. Because when you divide 4 by 12, that will give you 33%. So here that will equal all this amount. We need to put another bracket here as well. Another bracket. So this amount, let me finish it from here, will equal this amount of money. It will equal $490.20. Just 1 second because the system is hanging up. It will equal this amount. When we calculate it, we'll do it in the calculator. It will be that way. It will equal this amount. Control and V. Particularly, we will do the same thing right now for the second amount. So this is in dollars. Okay, so what we did is just if it is 500 after 4 months, but it's now currently at the moment, these 500 after 4 months will equal $490.20 right now. Same thing we will do for the second sum of the amount, the second amount. Second amount is $600 and the time is 6 months. The interest rate is the same. We need to get the present value. Same what we did in the first one, in this example, but only we will change in the amounts. So the amount will be same. I will take this copy and paste, sorry, like this, Control and C, and I will add one more slide, new slide, and I will remove this. Then I will increase for myself the space to work on. Then I will put this again, but this time the amount is $600 for part 2, and the rate is the same, and the time is 6 months. Time is 6 months. So here the time will be 6 divided by 12. Same equation, same equation. Here I will change the 500 will be 600. This is 600. So this will be a 600 because we are working on the second amount right now. The 1 plus 6% is okay, but this is now 6 months divided by 12, which means 0.5. When you divide 6 by 12, that will give you 0.5. Consequently, this amount will give you this number, 582.52. When you divide it like this, it will give you 582.52. So here it is. it will give me 582.52. When I do it with the calculator, like I showed you before, it will be shown up by that way. Here we go. 600, and here it is 6 divided by 12. These are 6 months divided by 12, and like I said, this will be 600. If we didn't do it, we did it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So here, 600 divided by this amount, that will be, the results will be like this way, $582 and 52 cents. Okay, now we had the first amount and we had the second present value amounts. We have the two of them. This is the first one and this is the second one. And remember, we want both of them here right now. So we'll add the first amount into the second amount. We'll add the first amount into the second amount. So I will take this amount, Control and C. So I will say present value for both the future value will equal the 490, which is this one, plus the other one, the previous one, which is, here we got it, 582.82, Control and C. Then we'll put it here, Control and V. Let me enlarge what we are doing so everybody can see it clearly. So that will equal the present value for both. So I added the present value of the first amount plus the present value of the second amount, and that will give me the total of them, which is 1072.72 will equal $1072, $1072.72, both of them. So here today we talk about the present value. Here is the example again. The example that $500 after 4 months. Guess what? How much it will be right now? And $600 after 6 months. Those two are future values. Guess what this amount will be now? Of course, the present value will be less than the future value. One thing I want you to know that the present value is always less than the future value. Present value is less than the future value. Present value is always less than the future. That's what I want you to know. That's what I want you to know for the moment. So we count the present value for this amount here, means its value here. By this way, we did it here. We did it, the present value for the first amount. Then we did the present value for the second amount as well. And then we add both of them together and it gives me this. So the present value for the first 500, this is the present 500, and this is the present value for the 500 here. And the second, the 600, the present value, to calculate the present value of this 600, its value here, its value not here, its value here in this point. We will add, we'll put this like this way, like how I calculate it. Then we'll add the first present value plus the second present value to give me the total present value, which is 1072.72. Thank you.